Hey love, welcome back to my channel, Asheri XO. If you are new here, my name is Francis, and if you are returning, hey boo, hey. In today's video, I'm gonna walk y'all through how I created this super simple, super cute, super bright, super fun nail design that I titled Island in the Sun, because the colors are definitely giving island gal vibes, plus it's inspired by the set that I gave myself when I went on my trip to Jamaica. This set literally went triple platinum on my Pinterest, and I'm so happy that everybody loves it. They're liking it, they're saving it, and hopefully they're using it as inspo for their next set. I didn't end up recording the process for this set back before my trip because honestly they didn't turn out the way I wanted them to 100%. Like, the original plan I had in mind was completely different, but I came up with this along the way, so it was definitely like a trial and error moment that turned into something super special. So hopefully I can go back and officially recreate it, but until then, let's get into this Island in the Sun set. So first things first, let's get into the plan. This is my nail planner. This is where I go in and do my doodle and pretty much construct the nail design before I actually execute it. It helps me stay focused and also helps me stay organized throughout the process. Next, these are all the gel paints and colors that I will be using to execute this. And as always, everything is going to be linked down below. So boom, our Gel X press-ons have been applied and prepped. And now we are going to apply one coat of the base gel, then cure. Also, just another reminder, y'all, my videos are usually sped up 2 times, so I'm not going this fast in real life. Definitely take your time with the process. It's really long. This took me probably around 2 hours to do, so really just chill with it. Put a movie on, listen to music, pour some tea, pour some wine, chat with a friend. Do what you gotta do, because this is self-care, okay? So once the base gel is cured, we're now going to go in with 2 to 3 layers of the nude color gel. I give a range of about 2 to 3 because honestly I don't remember how many I did in this video, but also because it's up to you. Use your discernment on how deep or rich you want the color to be paid out. It is a nude shade and it is a little bit sheer, so it's definitely up to you on how deep you want it to be. But I will say don't go more than 3 because you don't want the nail to be bulky or lumpy when you finish the entire design. So this is how my base turned out, and next we are going to start designing. The first element of this design is a yellow cat eye French tip. This is going to go on the thumb, the pointer finger, the ring finger, and the pinky, so not the middle finger. And I start the design off with my detail brush and a little bit of this yellow gummy cat eye base color to basically carve out or like paint out the boundary of my French tip. Then I go in with that same yellow jelly color just out of the bottle to fill out the rest of the tip. Then after that, I clean up my edges and then cure the finger for about 10 to 20 seconds before moving on to the next finger. You can definitely create all your French tips at once before curing the hand all together, which is what I do when I'm painting with my right hand on my left hand. But since right here I'm using my left hand to paint on my right hand, I like to break up the process because my left hand is not my dominant hand and it's still a little bit shaky when painting. I know I make it look easy, but see how my left hand is over the fingers right there? I would have messed up all the French tip, you know what I mean? So it's easy to just do it one by one by one and make sure those designs are locked in before you move on to the next. If not, it's just going to make the process longer. This is a very blurry view of how the base of my French design turned out, but next we are going to move on with the next step, which is applying the silver or like the metallic gel for the cat eye design. After each coat of polish, definitely remember to clean up as you go so that when you cure your finger, you don't have any hard bits on your actual skin. So be very meticulous with this, but I also wanted to point out that I do not cure after applying one layer of this. I go ahead and apply a layer to each of the French tips before curing, because before I actually cure, I have to hold up the magnet to create the actual cat eye design. So apply one layer of the metallic gel, then go in with your magnet to create the cat eye effect before you then cure to solidify the cat eye design, okay?
That's
So this is a close-up of my cat eye effect. It is a little bit hard to see right now, but we aren't completely done with the design. So next we're going to add one more layer of the yellow to enhance the outcome of the cat eye effect. And then once all 4 French tips have been coated, we're going to cure the entire hand under the LED lamp for 20 to 30 seconds. So here's a closer look of the French tip cat eye design. I don't know why my camera isn't focusing, but I hope you get the gist. Okay, so our next design is gonna incorporate the blooming gel. So this is me applying 1 layer to my middle finger. Next, I'm going to take my large dotting tool, dip it in that same yellow gel color, and create a large blooming dot on the side of my finger. While that's blooming, I clean my tool and then dip it in a green gel color paint and place more dots around the large dot that I created. I also want to point out that when you're working with blooming gel, it's good to keep a fast pace because the gel is actively blooming, meaning that it is moving or like spreading out. And so sometimes it can fade out and not give you your desired outcome. So it's good to work kind of quick and have a plan. Also, if your design gets too faded, just go over the dots again. Once I was satisfied with my dots, I cured it for 10 to 20 seconds under the lamp, and this is the final outcome. Next, I'm going to repeat the same blooming gel process on the rest of the fingers, but this time I'm going to use white gel to create my dots along the perimeter of the base of my finger. I repeated this process on all my fingers except for the middle, and I cured each finger for 10 seconds before moving on to the next. For this hand, which is my right hand, I'm making my dots cascade from right to left, and then you'll see later on when I paint my left hand, I go from left to right. There's no specific reason why I did this, but I do like to make my designs mirror each other, so this was my attempt at that. But there still is a very slight difference between the 2 hands, and that is shown in the middle finger. So I tried to make them match as best as I could, but obviously blooming gel kind of does what blooming gel does. So the left hand looks a little bit, or a lot of bit honestly, different. At least to me, it looks very different from my right hand. The yellow dot in the center is bigger, and then the dots around it are a little bit more faded. So when you peep me doing my left hand, look at how much brighter or like pigmented the dots are around the yellow. And I believe the yellow is even bigger on the other hand. I don't know. But I said all that to say that this set is giving sisters and not twins, and that's very much okay. So once all 5 fingers have been dotted, bloomed, and cured, I go in with 1 layer of my top coat on each finger, and then I cure the entire hand under the lamp for 20 to 30 seconds before moving on to adding my rhinestones. This is the rhinestone glue that I like to use. I place dots of it on my finger where I want my rhinestone or pearl to go. Then I put those embellishments on top and lock them all in under the light for 10 to 20 seconds. For this design, I chose to use small yellow rhinestones on every finger that has a French tip, and then for my middle finger, I used a small pearl. Embellishments are definitely optional for any design or like any set, but I like to incorporate them because it's a little bit of a sensory thing, but there are certain occasions where I choose not to include them, and that's just because I either didn't have rhinestones or I wanted to keep the artistic integrity of the design. But I will say the majority of the time I do incorporate rhinestones, or with like more recent designs I've been using like the puffer gel to create just texture. I really really love texture. I don't know if it's a nervous habit or something, but sometimes when I'm working or just doing stuff, I like to glide my thumb or my pointer finger, like I'll loop them around each other, or like my thumb will just glide on top of my other fingers, and I like to feel that texture. Something about it is very soothing, like the sound of when acrylics are tapping on things or tapping against each other. It's just absolutely sensational. So after flash curing my hand with the rhinestones, I go back in with one layer of my top coat. This layer is absolutely my last layer of the top coat gel, and I like to do this as like a smooth finisher to lock in the rhinestones, lock in the design, lock in everything. Honestly, the rhinestone glue definitely helps to secure the stone onto my finger, but I believe that this layer is just like extra insurance on that security. And I also wanted to point out that I only use a minimal amount of gel. So each and every coat or layer that I apply is very minimal, very thin, very light. I do swipe over multiple times, but that's just because I'm trying to spread the gel evenly, especially around the rhinestones, because brushing over those tends to create air bubbles. And we don't want that. So definitely minimize the amount of gel being used during this last step. Also, we don't want the nail to be bulky, okay? But after I finished with that final coat, I cured my finger for about 60 seconds, and this is the final outcome. So now that my right hand is all done, we know the drill. I'm going to move on to painting my left hand using my right hand. Plus, the process and the design doesn't change at all, so I'm going to reduce my commentary down to 0 and turn up the music. But feel free to hit that subscribe button, drop a like, or leave a comment if you're feeling moved to, and I'll come back at the end with the final result.
pray to God, please send me someone real to caress me and to guide me towards the love my heart can feel. Now I know I can be faithful, I can be your all and all. I give you good loving through the summertime, winter, spring, and fall. I'm searching for a real love, real love, real
I can put you in a log cabin somewhere in Aspen. Girl, ain't nothing to the pain, ain't tricking if you got it, what you asking for. Put you in a mansion somewhere in Wisconsin. Like I said, ain't nothing to the pain, we can change the last name, what's happening? Cause you look so good, tell me why you wanna work here. I put you on the front page of a King magazine, but you gon' get yourself hurt, yeah. Hey, baby, I put you in the back just to have a conversation. Really think you need some ventilation. Let's talk about you and me. Oh, I can't believe it. Ooh, ooh, she all on me, me. I think she want me. Nah, I can't leave her lonely. No, ooh, I can't believe it. Ooh, she all on me, me. I think she want me. Nah, I can't leave her lonely. No. I can put you in a condo all the way up in Toronto. Baby, put you in a fur coat, lying in the Murcielago. I put you in a beach house right on the edge of Costa Rica. Put one of them little flowers in your hair, have you looking like a fly, mamacita. Fuego, cause you look so good, you make me wanna spin it all on you. Get about this club, slide out your balls, we can do what you wanna. Yeah, baby, I want you in the back 'cause you need a little persuasion. Plus you need a little ventilation. Let's talk about you. Yeah. Oh, I can't believe it. Ooh, she all on me, me. I think she want me. Nah, I can't leave her lonely. No, ooh, I can't believe it. She all on me, me. I think she want me. Nah, I can't leave her lonely. No.
Alrighty, y'all, so this is the final look. And as always, I am obsessed. The yellow gives sunshine and the green gives vitality. So in my book, that's a 10 out of 10. That's a knockout, okay? This design was super simple to make and honestly extremely versatile. So if you don't want to use the same colors I use, definitely feel free to mix and master whichever way you see fit and tag me in a pic of your creation. Also, don't forget to leave a comment below, like this video if you're into it, and subscribe to my channel for more. Okay, bye. Mwah.